So, so I'm back with some more Christmas Doom. I was very disappointed that my last recording attempt with H2H Xmas fucked up, so I decided to record... Oh, you're not supposed to be seeing this. I was very disappointed that the, yeah, like I said, I accidentally hit the, wait a sec, let me just check real quick. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I just want to make sure I was recording. Yeah, like I said in the video, I had minus and equal sign set to my hotkeys in OBS Studio, so I ended up losing entire hour of footage from H2H Xmas. Oh no. You miss so much great content. You miss me fucking around in map 14, showing off the fixed Hall of Mirrors effect. When I played that shitty hockey rink level on map 18. Then I think I played, what was it? Played map 26. And I said in the video, I made that joke about Dark Dome, and yeah, I played map 29, map 30. But, you know, aside from that, H2H Xmas, it's a Christmas tradition for me since I was 16, but I'm really going to move on. I was looking for other Christmas WADs. I found the Doomer Boards projects. Now, if you don't know about Doomer Boards, they're sort of like the alternative to Doomworld. There's, you know, Doomworld, there's ZDoom. Those are the two forums that have most of the content for Doom on the internet. Doomer Boards was like sort of like an offshoot, like an alternative. People who were dissatisfied with the way the community was going. There's been a lot of inter-conflict between the two communities, to the point where I think even this year, Doomworld banned all mentions of the Doomer Boards project because they really just hate them that much. The bickering between these nerds is so bad. So yeah, if you mention Augur Zenith or any of the other great Doomer Boards projects on Doomworld, your ass will get banned. Of course, what doesn't get you banned on Doomworld nowadays? I'll get to that later. So yeah, there's a couple Doomer Board projects WAD like this. This is, let me check my notes. I wrote some notes. Of course, I'm not going to be playing every map. I'm going to just be playing the intro hub map for these WADs, and I'm going to be playing one of my favorite WADs levels from these WADs, because, you know, I don't have infinite time, and let's trust me, you people are just going to watch 3 minutes and then tab out to porn. So this is map 01 by Big Ol' Billy, just a little myhouse.wad. You got, you know, realistic toilet, weird flesh scab mirror. I think most of these are stock Doom textures, which is pretty impressive. I mean, already, pretty big improvement from 1995 all the way to 2018 when this was made. I always think of Tetris on NES when I hear this music. Got a very nice little house. I don't remember if it was this or the next Doomer Boards project I'll be showing off, that I took a picture of this tree on Wii Doom on my CRT television. This is the Santa sprite. I don't think I showed off the chase cam, but that is the Santa sprite from H2H Xmas. I think I used it for the thumbnail with Santa surrounded by all the revenants. Oh. All the enemies just wearing hats. If I remember correctly, a lot of these sprites actually come from an old 1994 WAD called Christmas Doom, which is also what H2H Xmas plundered its graphics from. Oh, gotta love when monsters can open color key doors, but you can't. So we just sneak in here, grab some shit I'm not supposed to get. Yeah, gotta love sequence breaking. Here's some chaos going on outside. I'm not even outside, and they're fucking each other up without me. I mean, oh, what was I saying last video about weirdos who go for UV max? I love this fake. I guess that's like a 4-unit wide door to make you think it's 3D. Here we go. Now I could properly go back and that other door. Probably some useless. Oh, chainsaw. Find some meat. Oh yeah, you can also see that's the same status bar as H2H Xmas, just with a new, very hard to read snow-covered font. This is just a little bit better than that gray concrete airport looking ass level from H2H Xmas, don't you think? I mean, it's like, gee, I wonder what festive holiday season that this WAD is supposed to be commemorating, you know? I can't put my finger on it exactly. I think it might be an Arbor Day WAD? Nah, I'm just fucking with you. It's St. Paddy's Day. Clearly St. Paddy's Day. You know, unlike H2H Xmas, very obviously a Christmas WAD with all those very Christmassy levels set in metal plate levels and white rubble floors and all that bullshit. Again, you really missed nothing with me losing that recording. It was mostly just fucking bullshit. Me skipping around, making fun of these levels by people who are probably dead or in prison now. You can even see the outline of the hat on the specters. Funny thing is, I actually forgot to update Nugget Doom between this video and the last one. Okay, I love invisible walls in Doom. Sad thing is, I actually don't remember where the exit in this little hub level is. I don't think this is a true hub level. In the later ones, they do recycle the opening map and add more enemies, but this one, I just have fun with it. I think there's some secrets. Yeah, but I'm gonna be... Yeah, well, I'm basically gonna be pistol starting, because, you know, I'm gonna have to be ig-cleving to these levels. Gotta do that chainsaw burst, chain gun burst. I mean, after I uploaded that, that H2H Xmas video, I did look up to see if anybody else did footage of that WAD for any anniversaries. I'm like, oh my god, this classic WAD we have to commemorate with our 30th anniversary. Everybody who made this WAD is like, who the fuck gives a shit about this? Actually, funny enough, I was looking up Pavel Hodek on the Doom Wiki. One of his deathmatch maps, I don't remember if it was one featured in the WAD, he said he literally made it in 1 hour. And you gotta figure 1 hour with the DOS editor? God damn. This shit's getting boring. I want to find the exit. I'm sure people are already clicking off the video already like, ugh, this is supposed to be better than H2H Xmas? How was that a secret? Whatever. Oh shit, gonna bitch save. My save from a year ago. Oh crap, I can't believe I just dodged that. Oh, that's just a Hell Knight. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start checking my auto map. One of the things I love about Boom... Oh fuck, I'm dead. My favorite things about like PR Boom and Marine's Best Friend based ports, you get the auto map with the overlay. I don't think GZ Doom actually has this. I tried to find like an overlay button. It doesn't work. It reminds me a lot of like Duke Nukem 3D. Definitely one of the best editions Duke Nukem 3D had. Just the rotating auto map that you could see through. So much better than having to like, let me see, overlay, rotate. Yeah, this shit. Ugh. And then I gotta shut off, like, ooh. Yeah, great shit. Got the colored blood, but now that the sprite's recolored, it's the wrong blood type. Oh, here we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Some Festant Revenants. Oh, I'm about to get my ass kicked. Bitch save. Actually, I could just run to the exit. Is Daisy's head impaled on the tree. This is one of those middies from H2H Xmas. Empty present. This is the level I want to show off. Just gonna kind of have some nice copyright infringing middies that are gonna get my video claimed. I'm gonna be forced to put ads for all the people who watch my videos and don't use Adblock Plus, and they don't use uBlock Origin. They don't watch on Brave browser on mobile. What was that called? RevTube? I don't remember what the fuck it was called. This is great. You already much better Christmas WAD. You see the presents. You got Santas to kill. I mean, again, little bit better than H2H Xmas, don't you think? There's other Christmas WADs too. There's Turbo. Oh, you gotta love that. The freezing cold war that you die in. Nice cinematic. I don't think that's supposed to happen like that. Nice cinematic crushers. Oh, fuck, I forgot about that. Oh, shit. Yeah, I have it set to go from the last save, unfortunately. I have to just bitch save at the beginning of this level. Do it all over again. Again, you've probably already shut the video off. Oh, that's right, exploding barrels. Little gift wrap exploding barrels. That's great. That's great. I was thinking about this earlier today. The difference between modern WADs and classic WADs, not even just detail. There's a lot more nuance to like fights and enemy placement in modern WADs that you just don't get in those classic WADs. You'll get Memento Mori and Requiem and Strain and Icarus, Darkening E1. Just basically anything made before Alien Vendetta, Slayer, Crusades. If you have never played, again, you never played the top 100 WADs list, a lot of it really is just a fucking meme. Like, a lot of those levels are so shitty. There's Phobos and Earth by Roger Rittenor, who I get confused with that one Pink Floyd band member. In this way. Probably have the wrong compatibility setting or something that's fucking this shit up. Actually, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna show this off next level. The reason why this is... Well, this is Nugget Doom, but the reason why it's called Woof Doom, and it was... The reason it was called this in Marine's Best Friend is because it added the ability to have little helper dogs. You could actually have a little pup... Oh, fuck. That was stupid. That's okay. I get to show off the dog now. Oh, I don't get to show off the dog now. There we go. Yeah, you have a little dog run around with you, helps you out, just kills enemies for you and shit. Sort of like Champ from Postal 2. I think Grandmother could beat the game if she saved as much as you. I'm pretty sure he's invincible. I don't know. Actually, you know, it's funny. I was talking about Psychedelic Eyeball's stream. I watched a couple minutes of that, and somebody, the top commenter, mentioned that Santa's voice sounds like a pitched down Rich Evans from Red Letter Media. And you know what? That's pretty fucking apt. Oh, I shot the dog. I wonder if he can infight with you. I guess not. I think originally it was the Wolfenstein 3D German Shepherd sprite, but somebody had to make their own royalty-free version. I mean, not that the Wolfenstein 3D one fit Doom's art style, but like, I guess it's a slightly better fit. Wow, I fucked up the trigger. I'm gonna bitch save. Just tired of playing this over and over again. These weird bronze pinkies with the Santa hats. Actually, what are they? They'd be tan? I guess they're the same color as the Hell Knights now. It's weird. I think the dog's just stuck now. That's fine. I don't need it. Actually, it was... There we go, partial invisibility, make it harder for myself. Oh, we've got a little secret here. I'm gonna die again. Boy, I'm really fucking sucking at this, and this is very easy compared to what's coming later in this video. I'm gonna have to try to swerve around it. Yeah, there we go. I'm so confused because I'm not used to the health kits being presents. They almost look like random decorations. You finally got the shotgun in this level. Very, very great, insightful commentary, saying what I'm watching as I'm doing it. Just circle strafing around this little light pole fixture. What was it? There's a nice WAD called Holiday Hits on the id Games archive. I think it came out in 2022. Actually feels a lot like this WAD. I wonder if that author played this Doomworld project and was inspired by this. I think it was actually a little better than this one. This is not one of my favorite Doomworld project Christmas WADs. Just because it's a little forgettable, and I think this penultimate map is kind of 90s-ish. Not that you're gonna see it, because like I said, I'm only gonna really show off the best of the best. I just want to show this off as like a typical Christmas level from these dudes. You don't want to go across the hurting floor, but I have to. Well, you know I suck at the WAD. Oh, here we go. You can tell it's a modern WAD because it's got a million fucking enemies in certain spots. Oh, geez. I thought that was a chain gun when I picked it up. I don't know. I must be having brain fog of all coffeeed up. I haven't had much water today. These little frozen waterfall textures and water textures look actually really nice. Whoever did the textures for this did a really good job. Again, way better than like gray concrete walls and shit. Is this the exit already? Nah, there's still a lot of enemies. So funny that this oh, here we go. Here's the big addition to this. You got these little elf enemies. I want to say they're originally from Skywood or something. Old 95 weird partial conversion. It's like 3 maps long and has like weird sky textures and mushrooms and shit. Pretty sure those are from that WAD. I guess they're supposed to be elves, but they're clearly not elves. Oh, and this classic cacodemon ornament. If I remember correctly, the barons are green. There he is. Very. Oh, gotta have them infight. You know, it's a slaughter WAD when they're infighting. Again, this is not my favorite level. I'm just showing this off to show you just typical level from one of these. They're not all winners in these packs, but for the most part, they're very good. You gotta figure these Doomworld projects are usually made in the span of just 2 months. Oh. That's right, I remember that from the first time I played this. Yeah, you can tell it's a modern WAD because you actually get ammo for your weapons. Still, like 30 more enemies. Bitch save. Here we go. Now I get to have some fun. These replace the Wolfenstein SS. I always love when they try to like canonize the Wolfenstein SS with like official sprites. You missed this from one of my failed recording attempt, but I actually did have okay. Wolfenstein SS's appear throughout H2H Xmas, and it's just the most jarring fucking bullshit. So this is the Doomworld's Christmas Carol, the second one from 2019. Great start already. Oh man, gotta love the roll-in do sound. Wait, spoilers! Spoilers! Gotta love that about PR Boom and other based ports. This is map 1 by Big O Billy. Yet again, this is another hub map. I think this is the one I took for the screenshot last year. Nice little animated GIF texture. Some MS Paint sock. The gimmick of this hub is that you get these, like, as you progress through the hub, you get more and more shit, more shit to do. I think occasional enemies to kill. But yeah, it gets locked off, and as you play each level, oh, that's it. That's the screenshot I took. Very, very warm, nice, happy shit right here. Yeah, so you find these gift cards from the Doomworld project team, and it acts almost like a Banjo-Kazooie hub. I'm not gonna be showing off this level. I think that's the hedge maze texture from Blood. I'm gonna skip it to map 16, Christmas Tree Mountain by Jaxxoon R. Yet again, this is wait, who else? Glenzinho, like a dual co-authored map. Remember, they had 2 months to make all this shit. Nice big map, 164 monsters. If this is Alien Vendetta, there'd be at least 800. Like I said, the Doomworld projects are not too hard. They're just right in the difficulty. They'll have their slaughter moments, usually in the last map, a credits map. I think this one had like 1,100 monsters in its credit map. It took me a full hour to beat. I'm gonna say 200 quick loads. I think I mentioned this in the video before it got cut off. I always hate slaughter WADs because it always boils down to you hold the rocket launcher down, you just aim the rocket launcher at like a million fucking barons, and you'll have the goddamn BFG. You'll just spam the BFG, and it's not even that hard, honestly. Slaughter maps are not that hard. When it gets, even with 100 Revenants fireballing you, when it gets hard is when they have the Archvile. Like, they'll have 1,000 Barons, one Archvile in the middle. He can just blast you from anywhere, and you cannot get to him. You'll, oh, speak of the devil. Speak of the Archvile. By the way, fun fact, did you know the Archvile was originally going to be in Map 1 of Doom 2? I think John Romero had like a little beta video with like an unused computer area. Man, Doom 2 really was a fucking mess. More copyrighted middies that are gonna fuck up this shit in the algorithm. Uh-oh, where is he? Gonna bitch save. It's my save from last year. I'm gonna just... Oh. Ah, crap. Damn. Now, there's a BFG in this map, but there's also a bunch of boss monsters, spoiler alert. Should probably turn off the colored blood for this. Although I don't think it's gonna take effect till the next enemy, or the next level, I should say. Oh yeah, I remember this has got a lower teleport. There's the BFG. Nice little snow-covered BFG graphic. I mean, I don't mean to disrespect the map authors, of course. There's plenty of great levels in these, but I do want to just stick to my my favorite from each WAD for the most part. Here we go. Here's some good old-fashioned teleporter bullshit. Bitch save. This is actually not where the chaos begins. Should leave these guys alive as, like... That's the thing. Doom is a very cover-based shooter when you think about it, because you gotta use enemies as the dynamic moving cover. You gotta have them infight each other. Oh crap, here he comes. I don't want to get boxed in. See, he took cover with that. Gotta be very careful here. Oh, Jesus. I'm actually arcing my neck back as I'm playing, as if that's gonna make Doom Guy touch the, I see, it's a very clever situation. You gotta try to get in there. I'm gonna have to no guts, no glory this shit. Wait! There we go. The key to fighting Archviles, you gotta... Oh, fuck, I'm dead. Yeah, fuck, that was a bad idea. I should have saved my rockets for him getting distracted by one of those fuckers. But yeah, the thing about a lot of modern mods, you gotta do shit like that. You gotta take advantage of the fact that they will just... I'm gonna try to take a different approach this time. Just spam the hole where they spawn from. Bitch save again. Spam the hole they're from. The problem is he could just resurrect everything as I do it. Uh-oh. There we go. Bitch save again. This is how I play Doom, people. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Again, ooh. When I was younger, I used to be very strict with the saving. I would save, like, every colored key door, basically, and maybe right before a very obvious trap. And it's like, I mean, again, the great thing about Doom is it's very accessible, even at its hardest WADs. You can make it as hard as you want just by limiting what you can do, whether you want to play with pistol starts. I was talking about that in the Doom Eternal final video, that the big problem with modern Doom, by the way, I still haven't played... okay. Gotta love infinitely tall actors. I think I have enemies set to being infinitely tall when I probably shouldn't. This is not like a special, I don't know. It's just limit removing. I always do try to play with like no mouse look and infinitely tall actors when I can. Oh, here he comes. Sad things, I actually forgot how to progress in this WAD. I think I have to come down here. Oh, there's the bastard Hell Knight. Gotta be very careful. I know there's some goodies towards the bridge. many rockets I got? Yeah, I don't got much rockets. I don't think I have the plasma gun in this yet. By the way, I don't think most people realize this. The plasma rifle, everyone always calls it the plasma rifle. It's technically not the plasma rifle. Actually, it's the plasma gun. I actually never knew this because I think in Quake 3 Arena it's just a plasma rifle, and I think in the new Doom games it's just a plasma rifle too. Just always assume that. Similar thing with the med kits. In Doom, they're actually called med D kits, but most people just associate them with like med kits, so it's like just call them med kits. Picked up a medikit. There we go. Now the thing about big, large-scale Doom maps is that it's you gotta be very careful with them because you know, like TNT. Oh, god damn it! Dynamic cover. Oh, I thought I was saved by the bell. Rest in peace, Dustin Diamond. Oh, screwed up the timing. Funny, they take so many super shotgun shots, but they die pretty quickly from rockets. I guess rockets technically are more powerful. Gotta stun lock this Arachnotron. I want a bitch save, but I mean, I gotta give you something to work with. I gotta always just edit these videos, but again, you know it's a modern one when you got nice. You got again. You know what? Just for shits and giggles, this is what it looks like in native resolution. The thing about modern WADs is you gotta figure they're made for at least 1080p and up. I don't expect most Doom players to be playing at high res, and actually I'll just show more ugliness. Yeah, a lot less impressive looking at the native resolution, don't you think? You can't even see shit. Modern WADs are made to like much higher standards just because they're made for much higher resolutions. Again, at least 1080p and above. I want to say like some of those CAC award winners are probably made for 4K resolution. I think I was talking about I showed off the PS Vita, I showed off Gothic 99, how that WAD just explodes when you play with the OpenGL renderer. It's so funny, like, you go back to 2003, the top 10 most infamous WADs of that year. There's that rocket. You gotta be very pixel perfect with your accuracy. Oh, your mama. And you gotta just do that shit. A lot more leniency with the hit scan weapons, but then the projectile weapons can go side to side, whereas the hit scans can't. A lot of, again, you probably should just play with free look. I don't know. Should not have wasted that. Bitch save. I seem to remember there being more enemies in this level than there really were, but again, that's a good thing. You know, I don't like slaughter maps. I think they get a little too self-indulgent. Like I was saying, a lot of Doomworld projects ever since Alien Vendetta have been very circle jerky. I think circle jerks have always existed to some extent to the Doom community. Like if you go back to a lot of those text files, I love fava beans, and I was so happy when Civi11 showed it off in that video at like the very end, around the 30-minute mark. But like, you can read his text file, and he's kind of full of himself. I mean, dude, you have the BFG in E1M2. It's not that good. I think I mentioned this earlier. I was gonna not play on the keyboard just because I know my shitty condenser Fifine mic picks up all the sounds. I was gonna play with like DualSense and gyro aim, but I figured, fuck you. By the way, this texture, I don't know if you know this, is from an old shitty Sega Genesis game called Days Before Christmas, and that's D-A-Z-E, or as it's known in the Japan region, Daze Before Christmas. That's the anti-Santa. I don't remember the plot to that shitty game. It's something like a evil snowman steals Christmas, and Santa becomes anti-Santa every time he drinks coffee for some reason. Oh, infinitely tall. There's the Pain Elemental sprite. Another, oh god. I really should show off infinitely tall actors for this level. But, you know, it's better to suffer. I have rockets. the smartest choice to fire against the guy who can spit lost souls at you. Talking about WADs. I was playing Perdition's Gate. I remember showing that off for the 25th anniversary of Doom thing I did for the channel way back when. It was a lot less well known back then in 2018. I thought that was a very good map set. I'm replaying it again. I remember I watched the Mount Pain 27 video. Well, he was very hard on that WAD, but I'm shocked how well it holds up. Like I said, I played all those shitty classic WADs like Memento Mori. Perdition's Gate really is better than all of them combined. Like, you play those levels, they feel surprisingly modern. Tom Mustaine's levels especially. Tom Mustaine, he almost feels like John Romero if John Romero never got up his own ass and started making shitty levels for Doom 2. If you know the story of Doom 2, he basically half-assed all his Doom levels because he was too busy deathmatching and driving around his Ferrari. He really didn't take Doom 2 seriously. He didn't take the, oh, I got the secret BFG. Gonna need that. He didn't take a lot of shit seriously. Bitch save. I know he did take his Quake levels seriously. I do love his Quake levels. In fact, it's his passion for Quake why he left id Software. He was very upset with how it turned out. Ugh. I switched to the normal shotgun for this. Just waste some ammo. Yeah, like I'm sorry, and this is a very hot take in the Doom community, sadly. I'm not a fan of John Romero's modern levels, Tech Gone Bad, Phobos Mission Control, Sigil 1. I actually never played Sigil 2. I want to say I played 3 maps from it, and I just got bored, and I'll be like, I'll come back to this when I'm in the mood, and it's been 3 years, and I just don't give a shit. I don't find his maps fun. Now, a lot of people are like, his maps were always congested, his maps were always very narrow ledges, and it's like, I mean, they were. You go back to like E1, and a lot of those rooms are pretty cramped. And you go back to like Doom 2 especially, but like I said, Doom 2 was when his mapping got kind of not that great. But like, I don't know, I just feel like his levels get too, I say the words like flanderized. He's just like almost like an exaggeration of his style. Like it's like he didn't remember exactly what he did back in the day, so he just exaggerates what he used to do. And I just don't find it that fun. You go all these like Doomers, they're like, John Romero can't. Oh fuck, I didn't mean to do this. I'm gonna bitch save. John Romero can do no wrong. There's like a whole generation of like Zoomers with broccoli hair who just completely forget John Romero's gonna make you his bitch. They forget the whole Daikatana controversy. It's like you go back and watch like the Proteus 4994 Let's Play. That's what people who grew up with Doom and Quake think of John Romero. But all these people born in like 1998, like after Dimensions of Time came out, they don't really care for. It's like they don't really care about it. He's kind of been redeemed, and I'm glad his legacy didn't end with Daikatana. But like I said, I just think his modern maps are a little overrated. Like any Doomer board's project is better than a John Romero map. I do think he still has good aesthetic sensibilities. He's still got nice use of contrasting textures. I feel like Tech Gone Bad, terrible name for a map, by the way. Oh, that was a bad spot for a bitch save. There we go. Tech Gone Bad was like, I gotta jump off this, I think. I actually completely forgot where to go, by the way, if it's not obvious. I don't know why I just did that. This? Here we go, yeah, some goodies. I'm gonna strafe 150 this shit. I actually don't think that worked. Did I just waste this suit? I always do that in Doom. I waste a suit, I run around for... I actually forgot to turn this back on when I took the screenshot. The screenshot... Where was it? Use button timer? Oh, that's actually pretty cool, but I'm not gonna... That's cheating. Now that's cheating. Enter messages, blah, blah, blah. Show power up timer. Here we go. Yeah, fuck this. But yeah. Fuck, so I got the red key. I'm gonna have to look for the red key door. Like I said, I almost didn't want to show off this level just because it's so big and confusing. It does remind me a lot of like an Eternal Doom map. Just without like this switch hunting. Like oh yeah, that's a point I was making earlier. Doom, like circle jerks have always existed in the Doom communities, like the John Romero circle jerk. Where the fuck is that red key? Yeah, Eternal Doom, I think, was one of the first big circle jerks. There's a lot of story behind that WAD. I made that fucking same mistake again. No, Eternal Doom was definitely one of the first circle jerks. They were so, like, Jim Flynn's levels from the Master levels and the oh God, I almost said the Obituary. That was actually good. There's the Moeller brothers. It was Enigma, the Enigma series, just full of like switch hunty shitty levels. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I'm back on track. Get some more shit going on. Try to get him to infight with the ornament. That was a bad fucking mistake. And I'm all the way back here because I forgot to bitch save. This is why I bitch save, people. This is why I bitch save. Again, the older you get, the less time you have to fuck around with Doom levels. Your infinite backlog, little texture in the sky. Some ports actually do make it automatic that you can strafe run 50, and I know the latest, was it the Kex engine port does that? Is it? And a lot of people are very controversial, like, this is actually going to break speedrunning rules? You shouldn't have this? And it's like, fuck off. We just gotta love, like, elitists and gatekeepers. Doom community, of course, is known for that. I was talking about Doomworld. Doomworld is just so elitist and shitty. It's funny, I was actually looking up worst communities on the internet. I wasn't even looking up Doom specifically. But one of the people on that forum actually did say, like, Doom was just a terrible community. It was like the worst elements of something awful. It was like the worst elements of something awful. If you know of something awful and you know about like vulnerable narcissist personality types, it does explain a lot about Doomworld users. This is a relentless, goddamn. I have to try to stunlock them. Oh great, the auto aim is not taking effect. I wonder if I'm gonna no-clip through the wall and fall to the earth like shitty goddamn H2H Xmas. That's one of the gimmicks of this level set. BFG time. No guts, no glory. Ugh. And fuck it. Just waste the rockets. Kill the lost soul. Yeah, you gotta hit the bells to progress in these levels. You missed this in the recording attempt in the Dark Dome map 26 of H2H Xmas. There was a part where I shot the BFG ball in the giant empty shitty level, and then I went in to teleport with the archer. I was about to get blasted, and at the very last second it killed him with the tracers. The BFG ball hit it. Shame that it didn't record that, and you probably just think you're making that up. It really happened, I swear to God. Yeah. Here we go. Shit's about to get real. This shit gets real moment. Yeah, you know it shit gets real when you get the invulnerability sphere. Yeah, multiple dudes. Gotta grab the, And they're delayed, too, so you gotta... Yeah, the scariest thing about the Cyber Demon, I never knew. I always used to waste BFG shots. In order to inflict maximum damage, you literally have to hug him. God damn it, this is what always happens. You gotta go in for the hug of death. Like, it really is the most dangerous shit. Like, literally the only way to maximum damage the Cyber Demon is, yeah, you have to just touch his hitbox. And you think, okay, when he shoots his 3-round burst of rockets, there's gonna be a little break. No, he can literally fire again, and especially on UE fast, he will just fire continuously like a turret. It's very deceptive. However, the level's over now. That was Christmas Tree Mountain, my favorite level from this Doomworld project. Up next is so this is Doomworld project number 31, Sainte's Outback Bender from 2020. Already from the title screen, you know this is going to be a very special experience. See all the credits right here. Just jump right in. Oh, by the way, in between the two recording attempts, I've right off the bat, you can see Doom Guy's face is upside down because he's on the other side of the world. I've already switched to Nugget Doom, I think the latest version 4.5 as of this recording. Yeah, already. Very, very detailed WAD right here. 2020. Oh boy, very special time. Collect all the boomerangs to exit. The gimmick in this one is instead of the bells you gotta shoot, you gotta get, you gotta find all the boomerangs. Some local billboards. They actually tutorialized the new graphics this time, which is pretty neat. Yeah, I got this nice little football game with the Spider Mastermind and the Cyber Demon. Fortunately, they have little invisible walls, so they're not going to come to life yet. You can see the crowd, all these local Aussies. I believe these sprites were from either Boot Hill or Fistful of Doom. Two separate 1995 total conversions with a Wild West theme. I don't know, I guess cowboys in Australia, whatever. I guess they thought it made sense. This nice little lighting effect. I guess they actually took into account this, where the skybox would be facing, because this looks pretty damn neat. Festive imps with their beers. Out of all the Doomworld project's Christmas specials, this is by far my favorite. I always love Doom levels with a very naturalistic environment, and this really is just an entire wad of that. Santa. I mean, again, so much detail put into this, all this nice lighting effects. Remember, Doom has no natural lighting engine. It's all going to be done with like separate light sectors every time you see it. Probably recognize the music in the background too. One of the jokes of this WAD is that all the music is from like various Australian musicians, which is great. Great touch. Not exactly that Christmassy. Overall, this doesn't really feel like that much of a Christmas WAD. It's just, it feels like they took a separate project they had. They wanted to have like Australian Outback Doom. But then, because it was December, they decided to make it Christmas themed too. But it does make it special among all these releases. And again, this isn't even like the weirdest kind of projects they have on the Doomworld project. They straight up have like a Cyber Demon's colonoscopy as a WAD theme. So yeah, if you haven't checked out these Doomworld projects yet, you really should check them out. Hold on, let me just find. Yeah, sorry about that. Fortunately, you know, the problem with these levels is that you always get lost looking for the next thing to do. Yeah, just pretend I didn't do that. Nice little beach area. Yeah, there's that classic H2H Xmas MIDI again. 12 Days of Shitsmas. Let me see. Okay, yeah. So So this is map 13 by LunchLunch, Bloody Oath. You might remember LunchLunch as the person who created Android District and Lower Salt Lake City from Augur's End. It's two very great levels. Apparently he won a CAC award for the 10x10 project in 2022. Just one of the he works not only for the Doomworld board projects, but also the VR on 4chan WADs. So this is definitely one of the most prominent mappers outside the usual cliques of Doomworld. I just scrapped the last recording attempt because I got so caught up on a tangent that I actually forgot what I was doing in the level. I kept dying. Like I said in the first level, I really love these natural, realistic environments in Doom. It's a lot harder to make than you'd think, but it really does look great. It looks more like a build engine game than Doom. It's pretty. I know it's limit removing, but it's still pretty crazy to think they could actually make levels that look this good in Doom. Remember, limit removing doesn't mean any fancy scripting or bullshit. It just means it's the vanilla line defs, just with, you know, bigger levels, more viz planes, more line defs. It's not going to create like Halls of Mirrors effects if you play it in like a modern source port. Although I gotta say, people who did try to strive to make vanilla compatible WADs, they do get my admiration, just because the fact that, like, you know, you look at like SP Suspended in Dusk, rest in peace, and you think of like some of those levels from Alien Vendetta by I can't remember the person's name, like Kim Andre something, like Misery Halak. And now again, rest in peace, all these Doomworld users that are just unfortunately passed away. Wolfenstein SS clones are back. Still haven't gotten the super shotgun in this level. Gotta keep going forwards, collecting the Vegemite. When I was a kid, I remember there was that Rocket Power, that shitty classy Scapo cartoon on Nickelodeon, and they had like a New Zealand special where they go to New Zealand and they roll around in like the Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex balls. And I remember they just weird thing about that special was they kept advertising Vegemite. And I was just, even as a kid, I thought that was just kind of bizarre product placement. They just wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. I think it even saves the day at the end. I don't know, that cartoon was just fucking bullshit. Very nice foliage graphics. I think all done with a stock Doom palette too, which is pretty impressive. Doom and its very limited color palette. I think this is around the time the last recording attempt died. Oh wait, no, it's coming up. Still very shotgun heavy, but I know there's a plasma rifle coming up. Oh wow, I'm already maxed out on bullets. Just gonna chain gun snipe this bullshit. I don't want to go around that corner because I know something bad's about to happen. Bitch save. Gotta try to hit stun them so they can't shoot their fireballs. I want to conserve that plasma ammo. This is I don't want to say this is the hardest level in the level, but it is very much in the vein of Plutonia. Very hard, high stakes encounters. Not like a million enemies, but definitely. Oh, that's weird. Talking about Doomworld. Actually, this is a tangent that killed off my first recording attempt, but oh, here's the Spectre. Doomworld, in recent years, has really gone down the shitter. It really seems like most of the regulars from the last couple decades have just stopped posting. They've all just been chased out of the community. It's very sad, just very toxic cliquish mentality. Like I said, that... Oh, that was stupid. Oh shit. I can't believe I survived that. Here we go. Come to Papa. Gotta get that, Berserk pack. I might be able to, I might die if I get hit by another fireball and the RNG does not favor me. Again, you get this really nice, what was that, barbed wire or something? Very good level with high stakes encounter. Oh yeah, like I was saying, Doomworld. Doomworld really just, like I said, I was looking up some info on Doomworld, actually right before I made this video. Couldn't find that forum I was talking about earlier. I think it's just been scrubbed from the internet. But somebody was like actually complaining. They said for years that the user, like everybody in Doomworld has like a member rank, a unique member rank. Somebody complained because their member rank was forum retard. Their words, not mine, spelled backwards. And it was like this for many years. And the guy just put up with it until eventually he just got... I mean, hey, I'm saying hey, I mean, they, them. They, them's getting depressed about it and requested for it to be changed. And, it's pretty fucked up, you know? Like, just imagine going on your favorite website for your favorite video game and you're just the local, like, mentally handicapped person. Like... It's pretty fucking sad. They're saying these vulnerable narcissists, they love to put everybody down. They're all bark, they're all no bite. You attack them back, and they just cry like little bitches, like Donald Trump when he goes on Twitter meltdowns. In recent years, Doomworld has really shifted from that toxic something awful thing. They've had what they call trolls remorse. And it's like they've gone the complete opposite direction. Now instead of being overly toxic, they're overly positive to the point of just being toxic positivity. If you say anything bad on there, you get moderated. It's just like, I actually think I said this in the failed recording attempt for H2H Xmas. It's just like that fucking Twilight Zone with a kid who turns his dad into a jack in the box just because he makes him upset. It's just really bad. You get rudeness strikes, and yet the moderators there, they will just say, you say anything, the moderators will they'll attack your character, they'll just come out of the woodworks and just say the most horrible things about you. Gotta find that yellow key door. You can see Monster Closet coming ahead. I don't know, it's a terrible website. I've only posted there like a handful of times, and it's just such a miserable experience every time I posted there. Here we go. Doomworld, if you know that very troll website Kiwi Farms, there's actually a Doomworld thread on there. I can't remember the count. I think last time I checked it was over 200 pages. 200 pages! Now a lot of that is just a lot of incessant complaints about how shitty like projects are. People just make projects without any plans and then cancel them a month later. But like... There's been some shit in the community, like a lot like the Marissa the Magician grooming allegations and shit. I mean, I say allegations, the evidence is right there, but you know what I mean. Probably say this is going to be a massive encounter. I'm going to just finish this Doomworld bullshit before I start it. Very generous, just letting you scope out the arena to get a feel for it before the chaos ensues. Not even the new Doom games do that. But last time I checked, somebody claiming to be Marissa the Magician's... significant other or something on the UZ Doom project wants Marissa to get put back on the project, and it's just sickening. Like, this person is just a straight up like accused of being a pedophile, grooming children. It should be fucking banned. It took a fucking whistleblower, Marty Razor Kira, to blow the whistle on this fucking prick. And I don't know, it's just very sad. Like, this person, and you think like just ban this person on site, ban them for life, never let them back. They seriously, the Doomworld moderation is so corrupt. The fact that it would even enter their minds to just pardon this person is sick. It's like Donald Trump. These people are very far left liberals. They hate Donald Trump, and yet, you know, Donald Trump wants to pardon P. Diddy, wants to pardon Ghislaine Maxwell. How is that any different than Doomworld wanting to pardon Marissa the Magician, the most notorious, like, child groomer on there? It's sickening, you know? Just the fact that it's just, again, Doomworld... Oh, man. Fuck Doomworld. I'm just gonna get this shit started. Gotta get the monsters infighting. That was bad. Yeah, I shouldn't have bitched out. Gotta get the whole fight started. Probably should grab that Megasphere, because I will take half damage. There we go. That's one major hassle out of the way. You see, again, like I said, very intense encounters. Lots of rockets, lots of ammo. I don't think I have the I do have the plasma rifle, but not a lot of ammo. Oh, see, he's already softened up from the Arachnotron. This is Doom at its peak. You know, this is way better than HOHXmas. You got a lot of room to maneuver. Like I was saying before, John Romero's levels are just shit. He'll just put you in a tiny space, almost like Ika Kirunin with fucking Requiem levels. It's like, Doom is at its best when you can just circle strafe. You can just tactically move around cover. I was watching this video about Wolfenstein: The New Order, how the best level in that game is the submarine level, just because you can take cover, you can dip in and... Oh wait, I forgot to take out the colored blood on this update. Oh, that was fucking stupid. Really trying to hold off on that Megasphere as long as possible. I'm just gonna grab it. Again, if this was Alien Vendetta, there wouldn't be a Megasphere. You'd have half the rockets. It'd be 5 times the enemy density, most of which would be Archviles. That's what I mean about, like, the circle jerk. This is hard, but it's reasonably hard. I did die, I did restart, and I did pretty well. Cleaned up nicely. I've still got a lot of enemies to go, but not that many enemies, you know? Now I got the blue key. Monster Closet coming out. Yeah, I knew I heard this fucker. Again, again, a great thing about modern levels, very great interconnectivity between areas. See, there's like more Doomworld shit. I think I was talking about, like, yeah, Night Dive Studios. Just, they have several accounts of members who have accounts there tied together with, yeah, Night Dive Studios. And it's just like this just serious collusion going on. No transparency. Anybody who criticizes Night Dive gets banned. It's just terrible. Here we go. Now is when the fun begins. I mean, there were no boss monsters or anything before. Again, you get to scope out the layout. You get to see Trap Santa. Get some shells. I'm wasting all these armor pickups. Gotta ration my rockets. I want to save those 2 extra rockets. Get some cells. Forgot what exactly triggers this next fight. Got some armor. I got some mega armor up there. I don't want to... Wait, mother cell. Pick up. Oh yeah, I can just grab individual rockets. Bitch save just in case. No. Yeah, that's how petty I am. One of my favorite effects in Doom is just the scroll texture left. It's such a simple thing. You see, like, the fire blue that's been recolored to festive fire green. Again, there's so many great levels I could have showed off. I love the city level. I love, I think it's like a farm level. Is this what triggers it? Here we go. I should have saved some of those cell pickups. It's kind of a waste. I can expand the BFG. There we go. Try to waste as much shell ammo. Although I probably should leave some of them alive as, like I said, dynamic cover. Gotta get the Cyber Demon to infight. Oh shit. Can't get boxed in. This is a little safe zone. You can be free from the Cyber Demon's cone of vision. Just get him started, clean up the rest, clean up the fodder, clean up the little pigs. Can I get him to infight over here? Oh, here he goes. Ah, just missed. Oh, wait. Yeah, you definitely want to get the Cyber Demon to clean up as much of this shit as possible. I'm gonna bitch save real quick. There they go. Like I said, this is a very casual oh wait, they're my friends. Hey, look, I even get an invincibility, although I'll try to save it for when I'm closer to, now I'm out of the armor. I should probably go pick up the mega armor again. Bitch save. There we go. Probably should try to get that soul sphere too. It's always like good to have the, you know, supercharge. Supercharge? I forgot what it's called in Quake when you're overcharged with health and you tick down. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, here we go. So they're infighting. Gotta get up there. I think there's a switch I gotta press to get up there. Is it back here? I take out these revenants. Like I said, slaughter maps, you just gotta hold mouse 1 and fire at the rocket launcher till everything's in your path's dead. That's a sniper ledge gone. Probably would have been tough to get him to hit the cyber demon and provoke an infight. Yeah, I don't think he can attack those guys either, so I'm gonna have to try to get those guys to well, nah, they won't be able to hit them. They're just gonna bitch. Oh, look, there's even a Revenant sniper up there. Smart auto aim now. I don't know what that does though. I have got plenty of rockets to spare. I'm sure most of those probably missed though. I think most of the horde is cleaned up now. So I can focus on the cyber demon. And again, I got plenty of rocket pickups back in the lava. Oh, this guy got spared from the infighting. Bitch save again. Again, I don't need these bitch saves, but whatever. I think I've died once in this arena so far. Here we go. Ah, there we go. Didn't even need to kill him. So that invulnerability, again, very accessible. You know, this is not some Alien Vendetta bullshit. I was talking about Alien Vendetta, like Doom accessibility. A lot of those harder WADs, like Alien Vendetta, are not actually, or even Plutonia, are not that hard if you lower the difficulty. People always got this thing. We've also got like this Bushido code. You got to play on ultra violence, and I get like wanting to play to like the authors. Oh, by the way, like the bright maps on look pretty decent. This like you got to play out the authors, and I understand that, but like sometimes it is just better with like normal difficulty like this, having like just a casual run through. I think in Plutonia, Hurt Me Plenty is the equivalent of Doom's Ultra Violence, and in Alien Vendetta, Hey Not Too Rough is the equivalent of Doom 2's Ultra Violence. Hurt Me Plenty is the equivalent of Plutonia. So if you ever find those WADs like that too hard, just try turning it down to Hey Not Too Rough. I think I tried Demonize from 1998, and when I lowered it to Hey Not Too Rough, it actually was a pretty playable compared to like the slaughter map bullshit on the hardest difficulty. And again, a lot of those older like 90s and 2000s slaughter maps, not as well polished as nowadays. Yeah, you gotta love that classic Doom invincibility effect where you can't see shit. Like the best double-edged sword besides partial invisibility. Gonna waste this I have no fucking clue where I'm going. Again, these levels are like a little confusing sometimes. Cleaned up all the slaughter, and now where do you go? I think I saw a red switch. Yeah, I now it's coming back to me. It's right where the Archvile plasma rifle trap was. I'm not invincible anymore, but it's okay. I probably wouldn't have made it anyway. It's just the end of the level, isn't it? Well, that was Sainte's Outback Bender. Definitely my favorite. Just a lot of great levels in this set. Definitely worth playing. If you got to play one of these WADs, definitely play this one. So this is Doomworld's Project 43, Christmas Inferno from 2021. Already off to a great start. This one is definitely, you know, because it's Santa in Hell, it's very much in sort of like an edgier theme than the other ones. Fortunately, the quality I don't think is nearly as good, but it's a little 90ish in spots, but I do think it makes up for it. Great surprise in the first level, which will... Yeah, so remember I was talking about Doomer boards and their kind of edgy humor? Well, right here we go, All Avenged Jesus. Yes, that is what you think you're hearing. Sainte Grunch. This is map 01 by SuperCupcakeTactics. You can see very gory decorations. You got Hissy, the famous Doom community meme. It's actually a very, very good MIDI rendition of this. I figure somebody made this by hand. Didn't have like any kind of conversion software or whatever. A little voodoo doll for some reason. You got the igloo. Gotta get the blue key in here. His funny thing is I did a test recording this before I recorded like a few days ago, and I honestly, oh, that's a nice little trap. He's actually the zombie man. I actually forgot that. I'm pretty stupid, huh? Yeah, I actually forgot that the igloo was like a teleport. It was like a very Super Mario 64. No auto map. That classic voice back. Gotta love how the Doom community just never lets some shit die. Oh yeah, remember what I was saying, 90s ass map design, this straight up Phobos anomaly thing with some Sandy Peterson flesh walls scrolling. I'm not gonna waste the cells on this guy, even if it's a lot of cells. I forgot to get the Berserk pack from the top of that igloo, but whatever. Huh. The weird thing about this level, the thing just rises and rises. Not sure what that's about. Is this score? I don't know. We've got to go up the chimney now. Very nice 3D design for a Doom level. Great bed. What if you get hurt? Yep, you get hurt if you step in the fire. Nice little attention to detail. I got these bloody baths and this fireplace by the bath. I'm just saying what you're seeing on screen. So you're probably saying like, hey, you fucking moron. I can see that for myself. Again, it's not a very good level, but the music just makes it so worth it. Bitch save. Again, it's so... We got those Christmas... just like the Doom beta, you got the Christmas plasma rifle. Plasma gun. Oh, sorry, plasma gun. I'm starting to forget my recordings. Oh, that's, again, nice little Doom cute recreation of Hangar. Complete with the little armor on top of the steps. Again, these Doomer boards buddies, Doomer boards crew for life. Very talented people. You got the Gingerbread Man, Hell Knight. I want to again. I want to say that Baron recolor is from a real Tormentor 667 like it's enemy. Just repurposed for this. I want to say it's a stock Doom Stoom, wow, I'm really having a brain fart. It's my brain right on the table. That's, I want to say it's a stock Doom 2 texture being used. Is that part of the icon of sin or something? See, I got the blue key, I need to get the yellow key. By the way, yeah, Red Pilot's son, I gotta say, very great musician. Everybody knows him for his shitpost videos. Please watch his songs sometime. They're just amazing. His albums are all just wonderfully experimental. I really can't believe I can't find the yellow key. Wait! Yellow present for the exit. I was right in plain sight. I just wasn't acclimated to it. Well, not a great opening level. Let me just skip ahead to ID Club 06. Oh, wait. I think it was ID Club 05. Express delivery by Fryuko. Very good MIDI rendition of Linkin Park. God. Oh man, when I was a kid I used to think that opening sounded like the Imperial March for some reason. This is, out of all the maps, this is definitely the best. It's got a shit ton of detail. Again, this is a modern WAD right here. You can tell millions of sectors, millions of line defs to simulate snow. Again, made this shit in 2 months, people. I mean, I couldn't even make this in 2 years, or maybe even 2 decades. My shitty box levels. This level is a bit of a switch hunt, I do remember that. It is a bit annoying. But again, it's no Eternal Doom shit. But the circle jerks. I mean, if you want to be technical, even the Doomer boards are sort of a circle jerk in and of themselves. But I mean, with quality of maps like this, I'm not gonna complain. This to me is like the essence of Doom. Doomer boards. There's a core gameplay Doom loop to Doom that I just think a lot of people don't get. You know, it's not just fast-paced action with lots of killing monsters. There's more nuance to it. There's the maze elements, there's the switch hunch elements, looking for keys, looking for colored doors. And I just feel like people who make these levels will go too far in certain directions. Like I said, Jim Flynn goes too far in the switch hunts. Eternal Doom goes too far in the switch hunts. You know, you've got modern Doomworld users going too far towards the slaughter aspect. You know, they just forget to pace levels. You have just half-hour switch hunts, 2-hour slaughter maps. And again, these maps are pretty short, but pretty fun. And again, like I was saying, John Romero's levels don't quite sigil. I'm not saying that earlier. Sigil, you compare this to like Sigil, these wide open areas where you circle strafe. Like, this is what Doom's all about. Ironically enough, that play style really is more akin to like Sandy Peterson than anything else. It's funny, people love to shit on Sandy Peterson, but you think back to all those fast-paced Doom levels like Suburbs and insert second Sandy Peterson map that's not shitty here. But no, he has like great, you know, he emphasizes the infighting. There's never that much infighting in the John Romero maps, but you've got Fortress of Mystery, you've got tricks and traps. Like, dude, like John Romero might have gotten the aesthetics of Doom down, but Sandy Peterson really did understand the gameplay loop of like infighting monsters and large hordes, circle strafing enemies, and like I'd rather play like Sandy Peterson's okay, Sandy Peterson's shittiest map, Nirvana's from Doom 2. Map 21, I would not rather play that than Sigil 1 or 2, but I'm just saying, like, Sandy Peterson at his best, I don't know, very underrated. Almost got blasted there. I'm gonna get blasted. Ah, fuck. It's okay, I got some cookies. Again, very generous with the health. Almost got blasted again. You gotta be very careful with those frame perfect dodges and shit when you just grab the bot. Oh wait, I do have a backpack. The hell just hurt me? Here we go. Big fight time. Gotta get those Revenants infighting with everybody else. Again, people are afraid of the Revenants, but like they're perfect for instigating infights. I think that's a big thing that separates Doom 1 from Doom 2. All the new monsters are perfect for instigating infights to create just large-scale chaos. The Hell Knights are slow. They're very good for just, but you can use them in a lot bigger encounters than like Barons because they have half the health. 2 Hell Knights equals 1 Baron, so you could just have the Hell Knights infight. You got the Mancubi shooting fireballs in every direction. You got the Arachnotron shooting a steady stream of... Okay. They got shooting a steady stream of the plasma. You got the Revenants shooting the homing fireballs. It's perfect for instigating infights. Just very dynamic gameplay. Doom 2 itself is just not a very good game, but it's almost like a better modding platform than it is a game. And I think on some level John Romero knew that, Sandy Peterson knew that, American McGee knew that. I mean, the fact that they hired Tim Willits, who made some shitty fucking master levels in Kick Attack, Alpine Spew. I mean, yeah. Oh, hey, they're very convenient fireball. With the one thin mint that made him blow up. Just getting all the fight over with. Save that. Here we go. Now, here comes the second phase. Probably should have left some of those enemies alive, but at least it's less shit to deal with. Actually, I should have left those Revenants alive to infight with the Mancubi, but whatever. Oh, part 2. Circle strafe, you gotta run these. Again, so much better than Sigil. So much better than, like... all those claustrophobic Yuka-Kirin maps, Karunin maps. It's just... I don't know, like, Doom is at its best when you can circle strafe. You can have a lot of shit to do. Yeah, again, even with slaughter maps, it just gets a little up its own ass with, like, enemy density. You can't even move in certain directions. You gotta, like, clear out the enemies to, like, clear out parts of the level, bitch save. Is he still not infighting? Yeah, here we go. We got the... Oh, God. That was so stupid. Actually, you know what? It wasn't the Baron that killed me. It was like a same-time Baron Scratch and Mancubus Fireball. Here we go. More bullshit to deal with. Actually, I got the cells. Grab the ads. Yeah, just soften up this Baron now that he's away from the crowd. I'm not gonna press that yet, just in case any shit happens. Again, it's not that hard, you know, compared to Plutonia. Like, again, this is very medium difficulty. This is probably easier than that ambush trap in Monster Condo, where it just loops the same part of the level over again. Oh fuck, I'm saying that just as a boss monster comes out. Again, this is a very nice multi-phase arena. There he goes, got very little armor. I don't want to waste the Megasphere though. But I don't think I'll be able to survive a direct rocket hit. There we go, we gotta get the Baron in. We gotta get the Barons infighting. I say we like you're doing anything while you're watching, like a fat, lazy neckbeard you are. You can't just play for me. Oh. There we go. Ah boy, friend number 2 down. Again, it's so much better than like Sigil. You'll just have like the Cyber Demon trapped in the cage or the maze, and you have like maybe little room to hit him. Oh crap, I didn't mean to grab it. Oh hey! Oh well. I was gonna grab it anyway. Just gotta sweep up this last Baron. Not gonna go for UV max or anything, like I said. Although it is tempting. Nice little target practice. Some people like to play Doom with the crosshair. For me, it depends. Crosshair, like if I'm going to be playing with free look, then yeah, I'm going to use the crosshair. But I feel like using the crosshair without, with like auto aim and no vertical mouse. I don't know, just it does fuck up. It does fuck up my perception. You know, Doom is not a game you really just have to overthink it. Which save? How long have I been playing? Oh man, 10 minutes. Just about. Okay, get the red present this way. This nice non-linearity of this map. You just take on the arenas in order. It's almost like, again, it's almost like a new Doom map in that sense. Like the UAC facility. I think this is the part that gets a little confusing. I think this time I played it, I broke map triggers and stuff. I probably should have kept him alive to infight with the Cacodemons, but whatever. Grab that shit. I want to start the big infight. There we go, there's one. Oh, we got the demon harmlessly stuck on the ledge where he can't hurt anything. Just gotta be careful with the rocket launcher and Cacodemons because you want to cluster them as close as possible, but you don't want to. You don't want to shoot the rockets so fast that you waste rockets. Just finish them off with the chain gun. Again, similar to the Archvile, sometimes the best time to shoot the Revenant is ironically when they're shooting back at you. Now it's time to hit that switch. Here we go, now it's gonna get harder. Oh, hey, 2 for the price of 1. Kira, the spider mastermind. If we gotta try to instigate a fight, gotta take that dynamic cover. Very bad to fight this boss without a BFG. Very high pain chance. Or I guess very high tolerance to pain chance, I should say. Oh, already dead. The most disappointing final boss in FPS history. Well, at least back in the 90s. Oh, there we go. That's what that does. I don't remember if this was a secret. Just waste the rocket on that last dude. You gotta grab this. And you gotta do this. There we go. Now I'm free. What is that? Is that another Eternal Doom switch? Just a little Berserk pack, for, I guess, to mop up the pinkies with. Not really needed. 6 secrets, and I haven't found a single one. Not like the old days where you got the green room with the 1 brown texture to mark the secret. Okay, so I got 2 keys so far. Oh, fuck. Oh, this is bad. This is bad news. Now there's another boss on this level, so I gotta be very careful. Pace it so I don't trigger the enemy at the wrong time. Don't want to kill him because he could activate them. Just gonna finish him off with a chain gun. Yeah, he took like 2 bullets. Bitch save. Now I think things get really hard, unfortunately. I think I remember dying a lot on this part when I first played this level. Here we go. Oh, Jesus. How much health did I have? Oh, I don't have a lot of armor, that's the problem. So I gotta try to summon the Cyber Demon at just the right time to mop up the guys. Have... Ugh, 2 in a row. Definitely want to grab this Megasphere. So I've got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, they teleport in waves. I gotta try to get them infighting. Gotta try to get the... I think the first time I played this, I did have to get the Archvile blasting one of the Cyber Demons. Just have him distracted. Is he blasting him now? Yep, there he goes. So while he's softening up Cyber Demon number 2, I'm gonna have to try to get Cyber Demon 1 all by himself. I gotta make sure I don't kill one of them too soon, and I don't want to touch the Archvile now because he's very fickle. The second anybody else touches him, oh fuck, goodbye. Rest in peace, Archvile, who's probably gonna prevent me from dying. Oh geez, and I just took the direct hit. Again, this is still easier than any Plutonia fight. Again, Plutonia, I know I said I'm a Plutonia apologist, but really, it hasn't held up in certain aspects. I think there was a lot of troll design. Oh, 1 down. Now there's just one I could, yeah, just harmlessly, it's how pathetic they are when they're all by themselves in a giant, not enclosed space, the opposite, wide open space. Actually didn't mean to bitch save right there, I was trying to... Ooh, UV max. People who have a UV max have no life. Sometimes you just want to hear that awa, you know? Again, I haven't been complimenting these maps enough, just because the gameplay is so fast I don't really have time to focus, but these maps really are just gorgeous. This is definitely my favorite from this set, this little somewhat disappointing set compared to the last few. Very nice aesthetic detail, nice lighting. You can only say so many nice things about a Doom map, honestly. Doomworld, gotta go back to Doomworld for a second. What I hate most about Doomworld is all the shills. There's so many well, that would have made things a lot fucking easier. Oh wow. I mean, the Hug of Death, really. Here's the Days Before Christmas graphic again. Again, what a nice find. Sadly, these Doomworld projects don't seem to credit any of the graphics, which, again, kind of shitty. Kind of shitty. I can't remember what Australian game developer made that, but I'm sure, like, some dude's very sad. Level's just about over. Yep, 1 enemy left. Probably that 1 imp I missed. Time to say goodbye to this nice Inferno hellscape in Lincoln Park. Was it this one? No. I'm sure somebody in the comments will be like, you missed the obvious in-joke there. Why didn't you comment on that? Can't remember where the teleport back to the sleigh is. Not here. And these maps are a little confusing sometimes. Here? Here we go, the sleigh. That is one bad thing about modern Doom WADs. Like, sometimes the visual fidelity is so high, it does get a bit messy at times. You might not always have the signposting. I noticed that in, like, old Doom WADs, the yellow paint is, like, the lighting effects. You'll have, like, a blinking light to point where the direction to go is. Well, that was a very nice map. Surprisingly long, but I probably could have cut it down if I wasn't talking, but whatever. So this is Doomworld's project number 55, Jolly Junkyard, from December 2022. 1 month build time this time. I'm not going to be showing off the hub map this time because it's not a hub map, it's actually just a linear progression. I'm going to be skipping to map 6, Auroris Boreara. By, oh, that's a real mindfuck of a title, by Snowy44. I actually did, this is my 3rd recording attempt. I wanted to do map 7, but after I was done recording, I realized it was kind of long and boring. I actually like this map much better. It shows off the Junkyard theme much better. It's supposed to be like Christmas set in a post-apocalyptic wasteland, sort of like Fallout. Sort of like I guess Fallout meets Farah and the Cosby Kids playing their junkyard instruments and shit. I always loved this song from Mega Man 8. When I was a kid, I always hated Mega Man 8. I just thought it was really dorky and the graphics were too cartoony, but it's grown on me over the years. It's very chill. I still wouldn't put it up there. I wouldn't even put it as good as Mega Man and Bass, although that game does have a lot of troll difficulty, so Mega Man 8 is maybe a little better. And the older you get, the less you appreciate like shitty troll difficulty. This WAD, like I said, this WAD I think what happened was it wasn't originally going to be a Christmas WAD. They said if it came out on January 1st, they would have just made it normal, but they decided to make it Christmas again. They decided to just make it Christmassy, I guess, in the end. You see the upcoming 2023, the far-off future of 2023. These textures from Duke Nukem 3D. The theme of this one is a lot of monster closets. Overall, I think I like this WAD a bit better than Christmas and Inferno. Although I guess it is a cooler theme. You never let it be said that those Doomworld boys can't come up with good themes for levels. Again, much better than Doomworld, how they'll just have fucking generic-ass slaughter maps over and over again. I think I might have just missed an important weapon, but whatever. Now, the thing about this WAD is that it's actually pretty easy from a pistol start, because you get so many rockets, so many rocket launchers, so many cells, BFGs. But like if you do pistol start, it is quite a bit harder than it probably should be. So I guess if you were looking for a nice casual playthrough, play it continuous. But if you want an actual, almost Plutonia-esque challenge, definitely play it like this. Pistol starts. I think this was in the file of recording attempts. I didn't actually play this WAD until this year. Last year I played every WAD except this one because I ran out of time. It was December 26th and I thought, you know, I'll wait till next year. I'll enjoy it more next year. Not really much more I have to talk about. This is a nice little level. I love the ambient Geiger counter sounds. Love all the crazy textures they came up with. Definitely gotta get the rocket. I have quite a bit of rockets now. There I am, rationing the rockets. I'm just about to waste it on a Lost Soul instead. You don't always have to use 3 rockets. Although Doom's damage is so RNG, you might need to. I don't know. I know something's coming, but I do want to prolong it. Little Duke Nukem 3D switch out there, saying what you're seeing. I got the all-important backpack for these kinds of level sets. What I'm talking about was I brought this up in one of several failed recording attempts, including H2H Xmas Doom Kid. If you know that regular user, Doomworld regular Doom Kid, he's one of the most friendly guys you'll meet in the community. Really likable guy. Never wants to start fights with anybody. Sometimes he gets a little too stay in his lane. He might try to tackle subjects he might not be that familiar with. Probably should just shut the fuck up. Just a lot of people, unfortunately, a lot of people on the internet have that problem. But, Doom Kid actually left Doomworld recently. He took a long sabbatical from it because, hey, funny enough, the same exact reason I was talking about. Yeah, he just thinks the community has become way too toxic with positivity. You can't have any meaningful criticism on there anymore. You can't joke about obvious troll wads. And it's like, the community really is just losing its soul. And he's 100% right about everything. He's not as harsh as a place like Huey Farms might be, but again, if somebody who's as likable and friendly, he's friends with everybody in the community, if even he thinks this way, it really is just a sign Doomworld's on a slow death spiral, just like something awful, which it apes a lot from, including its well, you know, its site culture. Again, you know, Editing Lava probably showed you this with all the on-screen pictures, but Doomworld unfortunately has like a bit of a thing going on where like it just seems like every prominent member of the community on Doomworld is a trans woman, and and it's like what happens is that they'll say, like, again, they'll use it as an excuse to justify being abusive and shit. You say anything, you defend yourself, they'll accuse you of being transphobic, they'll attack your character, they'll just ban you on site, just anybody. It's like, and it really is just, again, with Marissa the Magician, they were saying that, like, they're trying to just attack the trans community. They're trying to turn any attack on this child groomer, Marissa the Magician, into, like, an attack on trans community. And it's just unacceptable, you know? It's like, I'm gonna bitch save. You know what? All this time I could have been using that super shoddy. Here we go. Come to Papa. And it's like, here's the thing I've learned in life. Bad people will often hide behind good causes in order to justify their terrible actions. It's like, you know, calling out Marissa the Magician for being a pedo groomer, that does not make you transphobia. Just like criticizing the Israeli government for how they treat Palestinians doesn't make you an anti-Semite. But again, there's just so many examples of this, you know, bad people pretending to be good. You got MAGA, you got the GOP, they're trying to say they're for like traditional values and shit. You got like, just all these things. You got cops being caught this like sex trafficking in rings. You got pedophile priests in the Catholic Church. It's just even the Bible warns about people like this who do not practice what they preach. But like, I don't know. Again, this is the example. I actually forgot to say this in my last failed recording attempt of Map 7. The Nationalist Socialist Party battle Adolf Hitler himself. The reason he picked the name Nationalist Socialist is because he was trying to trick people who were into communism and shit into joining his party. He hated communism, he hated socialism. It was literally just to trick people. And you always see these like, Doomworld would call them chuds, saying like, ooh, so nationalist socialists. They're socialists, the only good socialists, brr. And it's like, fuck you. But it's like, no, it's like, they literally fall for Hitler's propaganda, even to this day, all these years after Hitler's death. It's ridiculous. So again, it just goes to show how people are easily fooled by wolves in sheep's clothing. Again, don't ever be bullied by people like the Doomworld moderation staff who just use their identities as a shield to shield from any accountability. Because at the end of the day, it's about avoiding accountability. It's about avoiding, you know, consequences in life. They want to just create a clique, a toxic clique. They want to have all the power and all the authority, and it's just ridiculous. Again, Doomer Boys Project would not exist if Doomworld just pulled its head out of its ass. I mean, the craziest thing is, what's his name, Linguisa or Linguica? I don't know. Somebody's gonna bitch about my oh wait, user banned for pointlessly gendered language. People are going to complain about how I pronounce that, but like, Linguica could literally just step in, ban everybody, hire new moderators, but he'll never do it, which either makes me think he's complicit in like the pedo grooming shit, or he's just completely, I almost said cuckolded, but that's too chuddy, like, he's too, I guess, worn down by the weight of the world to risk like crazy motherfuckers, like psychopaths who want power, like just sending death threats and shit. Probably like they'll send death threats to me for making this video. Again, if you take offense to what I'm saying, I don't know why you would. Again, if you think, like, people who groom children shouldn't be held accountable, shouldn't be part of, like, an active staff, especially when they know minors are present. Just, ugh. Again, Donald Trump talking about pardoning P. Diddy here. Getting sick of this Mega Man music by now. I'm gonna actually, for once, I'm actually gonna id muse to something something I liked from one of the other levels. Oh, I must be dyslexic. I mistyped id muse. This is gonna get repetitive too. Yeah, again, this is a very switch hunty kind of level. Do lose your place. I got the red key. I gotta get the red, I think I was complaining about this H2H Xmas, not using the red key texture when it's needed. Yeah, I actually do like this better than Map 07. Much harder and much better level. Ouch, that hurt. Ah, jeez, I'm getting ass blasted in every direction. Yeah, I gotta really try to salvage his health. But again, at least they give you health. Unlike a lot of 90s WADs that are just hard for the wrong reasons. I was trying to play Ultimate Doom the way it did. I think I mentioned this one of the failed recording attempts. I did not care for Doom the way it did. Very backtracky, shitty levels that did not feel like id software quality. Ultimate Doom the way it did. Very, you know, again, like Hell Beneath E4M1, very bullshit health management and ammo management. It's like the whole WAD. I played 4 levels of that before just rage quit. We'll go back to it some other time. But it's like, god damn, who finds that shit fun? It's like kill a shotgunner, quick save. Kill a shotgunner, quick save. Shotgunner comes out from a corner, blasts you for like a third of your health, you know, quick load. I just don't find that kind of gameplay fun. I think One Man Doom site referred to it as Doom is Dragon's Lair. I always find shitty WADs like that unappealing. Here? Yeah, here we go. There we go. Oh man, I can't believe I missed that switch. I was prolonging it because I knew it was going to happen. Ended up forgetting it. Oh, you gotta lose enhanced jibs. But again, now that the colored blood is off, now it's the wrong color. Not that it would be the right color, but you know what I'm saying. Oh, here we go. The invite's already started without me. Now that... oh, shit. Try to get as much splash damage between the two of them as possible. Again, people complain about the Revenant, but one of the best, I mean, one of the biggest weaknesses it has is its overly drawn out punch animation. If you want to get to infight, just keep running in and out of its punch range. Yeah, that's how you do it. It's like saying in the failed recording attempt, Sandy Peterson really gets, like, infighting more than John Romero with his tiny-ass hallways and shit. Shit's about to get real again. Yeah. Archviles, here we go. Again, even their resurrecting can be their weakness. Oh, fuck. Oh, Jesus. They gotta keep resurrecting those chain gunners until I get back up. Grab a health, grab a shell. Bitch save. Oh, I didn't go this way. This would have helped me, I guess. Get up close into the personal, these fuckers. Where'd the other Archwall go? Did I kill it already? Oh god, what that means is it probably teleported to somewhere else in the level. Yeah. I mean, I could just leave all these enemies alive and run to the blue key, but that's not very fun to watch. Yeah, I think I forgot to mention this in this recording attempt. For some reason, the Snowman SS replacements don't have any new sounds. I don't know what's that about. Nah, you know, funny thing, now I am getting tired of the music. I'm gonna go back to the Frostman theme. Here we go, I'm right on track again, bitch save. I want to keep these guys alive, because, save that too. Here we go. This is where it gets bloody. I think it was like 4 Archviles. This goes straight up Alien Vendetta shit right here. I'm gonna try to fight my way through. Oh god, I'm right on time. Oh, that was a close one. That's why I gotta love Doom. Gotta love those close encounters with the Archvile. He's gonna keep resurrecting that wall of fodder until I get close. He's dead. Now I think they're all dead. Yeah, now I can just blast the Mancubie. I probably should have just left them dead, but you know, you could always use them to distract some of the Archies while you take care of their numbers. Oh shit. Is the paint elemental. One thing I don't like about this WAD is that the ornaments this time are both silver, so it can be a little hard. Oh, that's why I wanted to keep the Mancubie alive. Good save. Uh-oh. Oh, great. Now they're fighting with the wrong guy. Shoot at the big demon behind you, you stupid fucking imps. Oof. Gotta try to get the Mancubus to get distracted. I don't have a BFG because this is not a continuous save. To try to... Fortunately, he's only going to take like 3 rockets, so at best he could just distract him. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Oh, fuck. Yeah, oof. Welcome to how I normally play against Cyber Demons. We're just going to leave it alive. Maybe the next horde I summon could take it out for me. Yellow... Wait a second, that's right! The BFG is in this level. Just remembered. Again, good design. These Doomworld projects... They're not impossibly hard like Doomworld maps are. Doomworld, the Kako... Oof. The Kako Award, the Kako Awards for this year actually just came out, and predictably a lot of them are apparently terrible. I haven't played any of them, but like, none of them really looked appealing to me. Here we go. I'm just a pistol this shotgunner because I'm apparently fucking stupid. Wasting time. The Cyber Demon's gonna run around the corner. I'm gonna try to get for the Hug of Death. Now, here we go. Hug of Death time. Favorite is when you blast the Cyber Demon off a ledge, like in Alien Vendetta Map 6. Man, you see, I've hit him like 6 times. The fucking RNG is not in my favor. Try to soften him with SSG. Unfortunately, he's at the height. There we go. Rotten hell, bastard. The Mancubie, I gotta get those guys taken out. Bitch save. There we go. Is that everything? Yeah, level's just about done. The UV max this shit. Wait. I was going in the right direction. Oh, it's up there. Yeah, it's up there. Yeah, what am I doing? I could have just BFG'd this shit. I'm just gonna waste a shot for the shits and giggles. This is like classic 90s art design. That's a nice little year counter thing. Again, very immersive. That was Aurolis Boreara by Snowy44. I'm just gonna brisbringle. This was the map I originally did. Apparently I guess this would be the hardest level to play on Jew difficulty, like in Christmas and Inferno, but whatever. Eclipse to map 08, the credits map. So yeah, this was the Doomworld Project's Christmas WADs. They haven't made any sense. This one came out. Some nice Hall of Mirrors effects. I don't know if I'm playing on the wrong board or whatever. That's weird. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. This was basically just to make up for how shitty the H2H Xmas recording came out with the lost footage. Yeah, I figured, you know, make up for it with, you know, I tried to do map 10 and I just was yawning the whole time. So I figured, why not do some levels that are actually really good and worth playing? So if you saw this, I hope you check it out. I hope you decide to give the Doomworld projects a play sometime, because they're really good, even just besides Augur Zenith and the colonoscopy one. You know, check out Zeppelin Armada if you haven't. Because, like, again, normies are just going to play My House.wad, they're just going to play Brutal Doom, they're not going to know anything about this shit. They might go on the CAC Awards and play one of those, and probably get put off by the insane difficulty. But yeah, these WADs will always exist, they're just a great alternative. Yeah, thanks for watching. Merry Christmas from I Drink Lava, the channel that apparently used to be about HRTF and gaming, but hasn't done an HRTF video in eons.